Let's have a real conversation about social media and being a student athlete. And I want you to understand something from the beginning. When you decide to put yourself on social media, you are opening yourself up to not only opportunity, but you're also opening yourself up to scrutiny. And you have to remember that this comes with the territory. Coaches can see you, scouts can see you, trainers can see you, brands can see you, even other athletes can see you. And so can people who don't even know who you truly are. People are going to have opinions about how you play, how you look, what you post, what you say, who you associate with, and how you respond when things don't go your way. So the question isn't, how do I make everybody like me? You can't. The question is, how do I build an image that represents who I am while developing the mindset to handle or balance everything that comes with being visible? Social media, again, is an opportunity. First, you have to change your mindset. Don't look at social media as a place where you just post your highlights, your clothes, or random parts of your life. Look at it as an opportunity. Your social media can become your resume before anybody ever meets you. Think about that. A coach might hear your name and immediately search out for you. A trainer might see your video. A college coach might come across your profile. A potential sponsor might look at your page. A professional connection might decide to reach out just because of the way you present yourself. That means your social media can open doors. But here's the other side. When you are creating that opportunity, you're also creating an opportunity for other people to judge. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're going to ask people to pay attention to you, you have to be comfortable with the fact that they're going to form an opinion. You can't say, look at me, and then get angry at the outcome. You can't ask coaches to evaluate you, and then you're upset that they evaluate you. That's part of being an athlete in today's world. Let's talk about image. And when I say image, I'm not talking about looking perfect. I'm talking about what people can expect from who you are. What does your page say about you? If a coach opens your profile, what would they immediately say about you? What would they immediately learn? Are you an athlete? What sport do you play? What position do you play? What level are you at? Where are you from? What are your accomplishments? Can they find your film? Can they connect with you? Or do they have to search through 47 posts just to figure out who you are? You have to make yourself easy to understand. And here's something else. Be likable. Being sellable doesn't mean pretending like you are somebody that you're not. It means understanding how to communicate your value. You can be extremely talented, but extremely difficult to work with. You can be a great athlete and have terrible professionalism. And you can have incredible stats, but your social media makes people feel like you're immature. Talent gets attention, as I've stated before, but your character, your communication, your professionalism, your consistency can determine what kind of attention you get. So don't just ask, how talented am I? Ask, would somebody want to invest in me? You have to know your story and know your value. What makes you different? What are you good at? What do you bring to a team? What do you stand for? What have you accomplished? What are you working towards? Can you truly communicate that without your parents speaking or without somebody speaking for you? Because opportunities aren't always going to come because somebody watched you scoring 30 points. Sometimes opportunity comes because they see your work ethic. You communicate well. You consistently support your teammates. You handled adversity professionally. Somebody sees potential in you. You need to give something for somebody to remember. Don't just be another athlete in a jersey. Build a brand of who you are as a person and as an athlete. A lot of young athletes think networking is asking somebody, can you give me a scholarship? No, networking is about building relationships. Hi, my name is. Introduce yourself, say hello, thank coaches, shake hands, support people, respond respectfully, respond professionally, follow up. And most importantly, don't just reach out when you need something. That's one of the biggest mistakes athletes make. You shouldn't disappear for months and months to come and then call a coach and say, hey, can you help me with something? Build relationships before you even need them. And remember, your DM is a part of your professional image. If you receive a message from a coach, how do you respond? Hey, coach, watch my highlights. No. Hello, coach. My name is. I'm an athlete from. I would appreciate the opportunity to play in front of you and for you to evaluate my talent. I would like for you to evaluate my film. Thank you for your time. You see the difference? You don't have to sound like a lawyer. You just need to sound respectful, intentional, and prepared. You honestly got to make yourself easy to recruit. Now let's get practical. In your bio, you should have your name, your classification, the school that you attend, your GPA, maybe your SAT and your ACT scores, and a YouTube link or Huddle link straight to your highlights. You should have even a way for people to contact you via email or telephone. Your bio should answer all the basic questions. Who are you? What do you do? What position do you play? What level are you? Where are you located? How can somebody reach you? And then your film shows exactly what you can do. Don't only post the flashy plays. Show people your basketball IQ, your decision making, your defense, your passing, your movement without the ball. Show how you respond to pressure. Show what you bring to a team. Because a highlight reel can keep somebody or may have somebody interested, but film, that's how people truly evaluate you. There's a difference. Follow coaches and tag intentionally. If you're interested in a program, follow them. If you're interested in a coach, follow them. If you have a LinkedIn profile, follow them on there. Follow the coaches. Learn who they are. Learn about the program. Understand the culture. But don't turn into somebody that tags 40 coaches on one post. Be intentional. If a coach is at an event you're participating in, tag them. If you're posting an accolade or an accomplishment that is relevant to recruiting, you can make sure that the appropriate people have access to it. But remember, tagging somebody doesn't create a relationship. Your consistency does. Your professionalism does. Your performance and your communication does. Social media should only support your recruiting. It should not replace it. And to be honest, here's probably the hardest part. You have to be able to handle the good and the bad that comes with social media. Everybody loves posting when they win. Everybody loves posting when they have 25 points. Everybody loves posting when they get an award. But what happens when you have a bad game? What happens when you don't play? What happens when you lose or make a mistake? What happens when somebody criticizes you? That's where your mindset matters. You don't have to post every failure. You don't have to explain every mistake. And you definitely don't have to argue with anybody online. Sometimes maturity is just knowing when to respond or how to respond. Sometimes no response is a response. Sometimes maturing is saying, I didn't have my best performance, but I learned from the experience. Thank you. That's powerful. Because confidence isn't pretending that you never struggle. Confidence is knowing that one bad performance doesn't define who you are. You got to handle it with humility. When things are going well, stay humble. When things aren't going well, stay humble. When people praise you, stay humble. When people criticize you, stay humble. And understand, humility doesn't mean you think you're not good. You can know you're talented and honestly still be humble. You can be confident and still respect people. You can believe in yourself without believing somebody's better than you, or without believing you're better than everybody else. That's the balance. And eventually somebody's going to disagree with you. Somebody won't like your game. They won't like your post. They'll watch your profile but not even follow you. They won't understand your decision. They'll criticize you. But you have to develop the mindset that understands, I know who I am. I know what I'm working towards. I can listen to constructive criticism without allowing every opinion to control who I am and what I want to do. That's maturity. Remember, your digital footprint follows you. The internet has literally a memory. It's a memory device. What you post today may not be seen by somebody today, but it can be seen 10, 5, whatever years later. So before you post, ask yourself, would I be comfortable with my coach seeing this, my parents seeing this? Would I be happy with a possible employer seeing this? Would I be proud of this 5 years from now? If the answer is no, pause. You don't have to post everything. Privacy is not weakness. You don't owe the internet every single part of your life. Protect your peace, protect your reputation, and most importantly, protect your future. So here's the reality of social media. Visibility will create opportunity, but visibility also creates responsibility. When you put yourself out there, you have to understand that people are going to do just that. They're going to watch. They're going to evaluate your talent. They're going to evaluate your image. They'll even evaluate your professionalism. They're going to evaluate how you respond, especially when things don't go your way. So build your profile, post your highlights, have your film available, create a strong bio, make your DM accessible, network, follow coaches, tag intentionally, be professional. And most importantly, develop the mindset to be not only confident, but to handle your highs and lows with humility. Because your goal shouldn't just be to get noticed. Your goal is to make people glad that they actually noticed you. That's the difference. Be talented, be visible, be professional, be intentional, and most importantly, be somebody that people want to bet on. My name is Jada Hargrove, and it's been a pleasure to pour into you today. If you stayed this long, remember I post every Tuesday and Thursday on my YouTube channel, pouring into athletes that need a mentor but don't want to ask for one, need a mentor but deal with anxiety, need a mentor and just need to build their knowledge on what being an athlete is truly all about. Send this to a teammate, send this to a friend, send this to even your child who may need some guidance that you can't buy or use money for. Once these videos are uploaded, they are yours to have. This channel and this idea, this series was built off a prayer of, if I don't feel value where I am as a coach, how can I reach people to remind them that somebody, one, still loves the game, two, still finds it important to be a student first, to be a listener first. I'm really excited about continuing this Athlete Mentor series. It will continue until January 1st, 2027. So like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.